Hello guys, and welcome to another video from Vintage Radar. Today we are going to go through one of the boxes with the latest watches that we just purchased from a big watch collector. As you can see, here are the Swiss watches. So here we will be finding mostly Swiss watch brands. Then we also have one with French watches, Soviet watches, and a bunch of other boxes such as American or USA brands, pocket watches. So I will be trying to go through each and one of them. So I will make separate videos with each and one of them. So if you enjoy this kind of videos, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow along this series, because I believe it will be quite interesting and there will be a lot of interesting watch brands, watch finds that most likely you will like. So let's go through them. Now, if you find something that you like in our videos, you can go to our website, vintageradar.com, and we will list all of the working watches there. Also, the ones that are in not working condition will be listed for parts as well. So make sure to check them out. Link in the description below. So guys, here is the first one. We have a Bifora 17 jewels, 17 rubies. I believe this one is actually German, if I'm not mistaken, but nonetheless a pretty nice watch. It comes, I believe, with the original strap. Pretty good condition. I really like it. Then we have Starlon, as you can see, Swiss movement. So there are a lot of watch brands from China, Hong Kong, or other parts of the world that use Swiss movements just like this one, and are most likely not Swiss made. So in order to be considered Swiss made, I believe that you have to make at least 50% or over 50% of the entire watch within Switzerland, and only that way can the watch be considered Swiss made. Here we have a Seticon anti-magnetic calendar. Not quite sure once again if this one is Swiss made or made in another part of the world. If you know, please make sure to leave a comment below. I do not know anything about this brand. Then we have this one, which is Dimatron Super Flat, I believe. It is Swiss made. Very interesting model. As you can see, it has the watch crown here at 4 o'clock compared to the rest of the watches that we can find it at 3 o'clock. Then we have one that is missing the watch crown. I'm not quite sure what brand this is, but once again a Swiss movement. And here on the back you can see that there were only 89 pieces made. Not quite sure if that is true or not. Here we have one that says the Coven or the Loven Geneve, 17 jewels, Swiss made, a very interesting dial. Here on the back also Swiss made, so this is quite nice. Okay, let's go even further. Here we have Sindaco. Okay, Swiss made, very interesting, with a mother of pearl dial. As you can see, we have a stone right here at 12 o'clock. Then we have a Lucerne, Swiss made. As you can see, the watch strap needs to be placed here in order to look like this, most likely the original one. Very nice piece. I really like the width of the watch. Oh, here is something very cool and interesting. We have something like a trinket or a pendant. Very cool and neat. It seems to be winding, and it says Eloga 17 jewels, Swiss made. This one seems to be ticking, and as you can see, it also has the chain that most likely originally came with. So that was a very cool find. Here we have something more of a military look. As you can see, something from the 50s or something similar, and it writes bases or poasis, not quite sure. Swiss made. As you can see, it has a sub dial for the seconds hand at 6 o'clock. Very cool piece. I really like these military trench watches. These are very cool and very hard to find in very good condition. Here we have a Cimier with the red pointed arrow, 17 jewels, very nice condition, gold tone, gold hour markers, the original gold tone bracelet, which I believe is also gold plated. Seems to be winding. Let's give it a shake. Doesn't seem to go just like that. Here we have another Ceticon Deluxe blue dial, as you can see here on the back as well. Screw down back, very interesting. I believe some of these watches may have to do something with Spain, but I'm not quite sure about that. Then we have a Victory watch with a blue dial that has very interesting reflections, Swiss made, so very cool watch. A lot of the Swiss watch brands did not survive the quartz crisis, so a lot of these brands are most likely unknown to many of you because they are very hard to find. Here we have a very interesting, I would say maybe pocket watch, or a pocket watch that was converted to a wristwatch. It is very old, most likely from the 30s or even 20s, with a gold or gold plated case. We cannot know that because it is missing the back, and that is where all the engravings can be found. Here we have a Josar or a Jospar, not quite sure how it writes, but it is an automatic watch. It is missing the stem. As you can see, the crown is in there, but the stem, the last part of the crown, is broken. Here we have a Spartan black dial, very nice watch. We had one of these in working condition on our website, so quite a nice watch. It was quite sought after, so it sold really fast. This one doesn't seem to be working. Here we have an Everett or Everita Swiss made, once again with this gold tone or gold plated bracelet. As you can see, it needs a lot of cleaning, but seems to be winding and also seems to be ticking. Then we have a movement here, not quite sure what it says. And here on the back you can see here is the balance wheel, but as you can see, this watch most likely had water damage, so you can see a lot of rust right here. So that is something that will be sold for parts. Here we have an Art Deco Morgan, I believe, 15 jewels, Swiss made watch. Very interesting piece. I really like this one. And it seems to be winding, so we'll have to have a look at that. This one seems pretty nice. Now here we have an Etienne 17 jewels automatic Swiss made, and as you can see, it is missing the watch crown, so the watch stem. Here I believe we just found the back of the watch, maybe with this one, and let's see if we have a little bit of information. So it is gold plated, Geneve. Let's try to put it back in. Oh, so it seems that it fits. So that one goes with that. Here we have something really, really cool. So this is an Everett Swiss made, not quite sure if it says the jewels. I believe it is Incan block. Here on the back, you can see it is gold plated, and it has this original band, which here might also have had a few engravings, so we'll have to check it out. Most likely this can be gold plated or gold filled, solid gold, it depends, but this is quite a nice find. I really like the dial and the shape of it. It seems to be overwinded, so we'll have to check it out. Here we have a Yema, and from what I know, this is a French watch brand, so this is supposed to be with the French watches. I'll try to put that away for the next video. Here we have a Hanover Swiss made. It is missing the second hand, and it feels quite easy. Maybe the movement is missing or something. It feels very, very cheap. like a plastic watch. Here we have something Swiss made, Zome, 10 rubies. Very interesting piece. Small ladies watch, most likely from the 50s, 60s. Very cool piece. You can already see that there are a few watch brands that no longer exist. Here we have an Ormo, I believe. Caliber Felsa or something like that. Not quite sure if this is Swiss made or not. Maybe this is either Swiss or German, but nonetheless pretty cool piece. It seems to be winding. Let's see. And it is sticking, so that is a good sign. Here we have another gold piece. It writes mod, 15 jewels, I believe, or 16 rubies, Swiss. Interesting watch strap, very well preserved. So we'll have to check if this is gold plated or something similar. Very nice piece, quite heavy. Here we have an Hormilton Swiss made. Very interesting piece. As you can see, it has a lot of damage to the watch back. The watch crystal is scratched. The watch dial is very dirty. It has a day-date complication. The watch strap is pretty dirty and can be thrown away. Here we have a Starlon Executive Anti-Magnetic Swiss Movement watch. Once again, when you see this Swiss movement marking, that means that the watch has only the Swiss watch movement and it is most likely produced somewhere else. Here we have a Bursa, I believe it writes. Very interesting Swiss made watch. I love this dial. I believe that with a polish, this dial would look very, very nice. And this would be a very nice watch to have on our website. We'll try to repair it and have it listed. Then we have a Movement Chalet, Swiss made, most likely can be French as well. But there were a lot of watch brands that were both producing in Switzerland and in France. Here we have a Lancet, Swiss made, never heard of that brand before. Very tiny watch, and it has this paper attached to it. Repair. Oh, and as you can see, it was sent for repair in 1976. So this watch was sent for repair over 50 years ago. This is very interesting. I really like this piece. Now, here we have a Larix Luxury Swiss made, 21 jewels maybe, waterproof, missing the watch crown. And the last few watches. Here we have a Mayfair Vivex Swiss made anti-magnetic, missing the watch crystal. This watch already started to tick as I moved it, so that is a good sign. Josmar, 17 jewels, maybe Swiss made. Yes, Swiss made. It stopped, but I believe that we can have a look at the movement. Here we have a small ladies watch, Aristo, 17 jewels, Swiss made, 20 microns, gold plated, with the original strap. Here we have someone that used to love dogs. And let's see the watch brand as well. I believe it says Cerise, 15 rubies, Swiss made. Quite interesting. Here we have a Duvard. So 17 rubies, most likely Swiss made. Here you have a nice engraving on the back of the watch. And the last watch of the lot, here we have a Limit International. As you can see, it comes with the original bracelet that is already integrated with the case. So in case you break the strap, you can say bye-bye to your watch. But nonetheless, a very interesting piece. A small part right here that is a little bit off. So guys, this was the Swiss made watch box that we received. As mentioned, we have a few others as well. So right here, French watches, we have Soviet watches, we have American watch brands, and many more. So if you enjoy these kind of videos, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and see you on the next one.